Hi there and welcome. This is Tracy at stampwithtracy.com, and today we're going to make this little gift bag. You can see it's pretty small, and I made it specifically to put in a Big Shot die. Wouldn't that be a great present to give to someone that they can use with their Big Shot? So I made it specifically to fit that. So let's go ahead and get started. I've used the All Is Bright Designer Series paper. We're going to use a different pattern in the pack, and we're going to use this paper with the two sides like that. Now, I just wanted to tell you, the video today will be on how to make the bag, and I will do another video on the tag. So let's go ahead. What we're going to need is two pieces of paper that measure 8.5 by 8 3/4. And then we want to go and score all four sides at 1 inch. And I've already done this first one. I'm going to pull in the paper cutter. So 1 inch on all sides. And you don't want to work the paper too much. I did that a little bit on this one, and you can see that it kind of cut the paper just a little bit. So 1 inch. So I'm just going through one pass. Right now, I don't know if I already said, but the paper measures 8.5 by 8 3/4. I wanted there to be a little more height in the bag, so that's why one side is a little bit bigger. So I want you to find the side that is at 8.5. I think it's, let's see, this one is the 8.5 side. And then you need to decide which side you want to be showing for the flap and for this one. So I'd like this to be the main part of the bag, so I'm just going to take this side and turn it down. All right, now we'll do that with this piece and do the same thing. All right, now I like to glue these down. You do not have to. It just bugs me when they lift up. So I'm going to use multi-purpose glue for this. I don't use the glue that often, but for this it's nice because it's forgiving when we go to put the bag together. So we're just going to add some glue here. And again, this is optional. And I'm going to wait to score my sides because we need to do a little bit of cutting first. So we have score lines that come down like this and a score line here. So we have a little box on each one. On one of the pieces, we're going to completely cut this off. This one a little bit. Okay, and then on this other one, we're going to come in from the side and just cut it to the score line that's coming right up there. Sometimes you can see it better on the other side, not on this paper. All right, so we'll cut right up to that score line and right up to that score line. Okay, so this piece looks like this. And this piece is like that. All right, so now we'll go ahead and score on those lines we've got there. Because I only passed through once on when I scored it, it's a little bit harder to find my score line. But you don't want to rip your paper, right? Okay, now we've got all that done. So what's going to happen is this piece right here is going to go right into that spot there, into that scored piece. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put some glue right here. I'm all fingers today. And again, this is, you could use our tear and tape, but this is a lot more forgiving. All right, I can see that I didn't fold that yet. Okay, now that will be a lot easier. And you could actually put the flaps like that if it helps you to see. So this will just fit right on there. And our bag is almost done. And then it will be coming up like that. So you want to pick one of these sides to put your glue on. So I'm going to add it here and up here. And then I'm going to bring the sides up. Let's see the best way for you to see this. Now, every time I do this, I think, why don't I wait and do that glue last? But I always forget. So I'm hoping you can see this. I'm just bringing this up to here and bringing the sides together. Let's see. Okay, and now I'm going to take my bone folder and just make sure that it's nice and secure there. Now this one you'll be able to see a lot easier. So now we'll put that flap in. Oops. Bring this one over. And our bag is made. Except that I put the wrong piece down. All right, there we go. Oh, real life here, right? Okay, there we go. So we'll just get that in there. And there's our bag. And let me get those dies. Where did I set those dies? And it just fits in there perfectly, like that. Okay? So now the seams are in the back here, so I'm going to put my tag on the front. But first what I want to do is put a hole in there for the ribbon to go through. So I'm going to use our detailed trio punch, and I want to show this to you in the catalog because it might be hard to miss. Easy to miss. Easy to miss. So here it is, the detailed trio. You can round the corners, do the flower, or do the hole that we're going to use. And this is on page 211 if you have the catalog. So we're going to use this one right here, and there's these little bumpers there. So I'm going to putting this actually in my bag and taking it up to those lines, make sure it's even, and then just punch. And there we go. So we'll do it here. I'm putting it inside the bag, up to those little bumper things. I'm sure there's a good term for that. And there we have it. Now I'm using, for this one, I'm using our, let me look this up, our textured weave ribbon in gray granite. And I'm going to just fold it in half. My fingers are just not working today. And pulling that through, there we go. This is the first time I've used this ribbon. It is beautiful. Okay, I always do a little bit more than I think I'll need, and I'm going to put the clip there to hold it in place while I bring this ribbon around. And then I'll take that off, and then I'm going to thread the ribbon through, or the twine, the baker's twine. Tie a bow. I'll just get it on there first and then do the bow. Now I tried a lot of different ribbons, and some ribbons you can get a bow a lot easier, and I found that when I used this, it just worked really nice. Okay, here we go. And then I probably work on that a little bit more, but for the sake of the video, make that a little smaller. Then I'm going to, actually those ends are kind of pretty, so I'm not going to cut them off too much. And then I am going to trim, let's see, I think I need my big scissors for this. And there is our simple, easy to make bag. All right, and then here's my other one. And there they are side by side. And I hope you'll give this a try because it's pretty easy, don't you think? All right, take care. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.